Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
60 outlaw.
Everyone got 4.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Move. Hey, got 3 down.
Kill. Breakstone, travel.
Check 24. Check.
Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
3 down.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. Hey, Delta.
Double time. 3 down. I got you, 88. I got you.
2nd and 4. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 60 or. Yes. General West. Ready.
Now Gordon on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I trick this side.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it.
Watch time. Tight end right.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by SwissCup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down.
3 down, 3 down.
First and 10.
Go.
On first down, Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43.
43-yard line.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Recon. 132 fighter.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 9. Check 9.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Third down.
Here we go. Come on, set. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check safety. Check safety.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Powers ahead at the 45. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by SwissCup. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Five.
Watching you five. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Ready?
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready,
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Tight ends right. Alert.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
30 base. Christian, travel. Hey, wahoo!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Gone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now back to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Check, 6-6, pull it high.
Check 30.
Leo. Yep.
Go.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll throw now on the final play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Go. Joker.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tighten up. He's crossing. He's checking up. Watch it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check. Flag down. Slam. Okay.
2nd and 13. And caught by Henry. Shoves him aside. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Strong running by Clay. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A first down carry for Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
On the double.
Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 6, 3, alert 3. Under 10, 10. Pick the edge. Go.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 9 now. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. There's the stiff arm. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel. Check.
Henry. There he goes left side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point try now for SwissCup. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Titans 21, Lions 17.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You got tight right there.
Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point put through by SwissCup, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now. It's Gordon, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A gain of 1.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Fair. Hey, zoom. Get it.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside.